They do have it back in Ryan this week, I hear tell you. Y'all sit right up there. That's my purse. Sit right there. We carry these purses. Brother Carl is so sweet. Give him a big old birthday applause. I gotta have this because I'm gonna roast him. Have you ever been roasted? Before I roast him, I'm gonna talk to my friends a little bit. It's good to be here tonight at this. Let me get the right name. Almost Famous. I wrote it down. Friday night, Southern Gospel Singing Jubilee. Woo! That's a mouthful. Good to see all you nice folks. How many has ever seen Minnie Pearl here before? Mighty Pearl, I'm her cousin. Minnie passed away many years ago, but she taught me all her tricks. She looked for fellers just like I look for fellers. I ain't found one yet. But you know what? I got an hourglass figure. Well, my figure's my fortune. I just made all my investments in the wrong places. But I'm working on it. I'm always looking for me a feller. Just a while back, I had a blind date. How many ladies ever had a blind date? You must have had a good blind date. Well, what happens is when you go on the blind date, you always have your girlfriend call you right into the night a little bit so you have an exit plan if you want one, right? Did you have a friend to call you?
My blind date, I lived with him for 51 years.
Woo, you are a crazy woman. Is that him? She married her blind date. Well, on my blind date, I didn't ever want to see him again. So my phone wasn't ringing, and I thought, come on, girl, call me. Call me. Finally, the phone rang. I said, hello? Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't say. Oh, no. Well, thank you for calling me. Yeah, I appreciate it. Bye-bye. And I told him, I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to leave. My grandfather just died. And he said, whew, thank goodness. Yours had, mine was fixing to. All I know is them fellas are hard to come by. But you know, you never really know a man till you marry him, right? They can tell you all kind of things. They can buy you all kind of things. I heard a girl the other day say on her dating days, on Valentine's Day, her now husband bought her a 3-pound box of chocolate candy from Walmart. Some off-brand 3-pound box of chocolate. You don't do quantity when you're married. Not married, you buy quality. A real expensive box of 3 pieces would have gone further, right, Doc? Okay, well now they're married, he's finally learned it, but now they do buy the 3-pound boxes, they just share them. So now I heard Charlie Rich's piano player was here. I think I see him. Mr. J. Johson, come around, I need you a minute, fella. Are you married? Are you married?
Sometimes.
Okay. I know you're married, I was pulling your leg. Speaking of his legs, have y'all ever seen him play the piano? They go 90 miles an hour on a fast song. Okay, I'm going to sing a song that I saw George Yonce do on the, what's it, what, Yancey? On the Gators, thank you. I'm thinking straight here tonight. This is a cute song about all you married couples. Are you ready? We're going to do this. We got married last Friday. My man was right there beside me. Our friends had all gone. We were alone, side by side. We were, whoop, hold it. We were so happily wed when he got ready for bed then. His teeth and his hair he placed in a chair, side by side. One glass eye so tiny, one hearing aid so small. Then he took one leg off and placed it on the chair by the wall. I stood there broken hearted. Well, most of my men had departed. say, and I just tease it, I don't flirt with married men. Any y'all out there single, if you're single and interested, just stand up. Don't all stand up at once. Okay, let me tell you, I think the older we get, whoo, I'm out of breath now, that took a lot out of me, but you helped out, thank you. The older we get, we start doing silly things, don't we? You know, the other day I was driving down the road, and I come up to a curbside mailbox, and before I knew it, I was ordering a cheeseburger and french fries. I got all mixed up. But life does make us tougher, the things we go through, don't it? Makes us tougher. Well, I remember my grandma, she outlived 3 husbands. She buried 3 of them. I didn't say that right, I just wrecked my own joke. I told my story wrong. She buried 3 husbands, and 2 of them was just taking a nap. Sing that song. Are you ready? Brother, y'all remember Brother Harold Talbert used to come out here and sing with Peggy Kirk, my alter ego. Well, he did a soundtrack, and I'm going to sing his song tonight. I'm going to call on my friend Miss June Wier. Come on up here. I lost my songbook. He did this soundtrack. He did a good job. Hold still on the banjo, I'm sorry. Well, life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the hills, the tunnels, never fall. Never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Oh, blessed Savior, thou wilt guide me till we reach that blissful shore. Will the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore? Hold up for me. As you sail across the vessel, Spanish Jordan swelling tide, you behold the Union Depot, into which your train will ride. There you'll meet the superintendent, God the Father, God the Son. Joy applauded. Welcome home. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore. When the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Dance with me. I can see it in their eyes. Say, boy, howdy, isn't it? Okay, that's good. You can stay down and you can stay up here. Why don't you stay up here and help me? I'm going to display something here. How many's ever had a rough time in this economy? You know, you got to make ends meet. You got to make one thing serve 3 or 4 purposes. Really get good out of it. So I brought a little thing here to give you an idea of what I do. What does it look like? Something set on a table, right? It's a vase of flowers. Okay, now let's say, come here, Sister June. Do you mind if I mess your hair up? Okay. Okay. Let's say she has a party to go to. No, let's say she's going to work in the yard. She works in flowers. Here she goes. Takes flowers out. Now she's got a multi-purpose idea. Now watch this. Can you pull it off without me messing your hair up? Now she wants to go to a party. Now she's got her party hat on. She's all set. Thank you very much. That's all I was going to do with that. You don't just take it home. I know you won't. I didn't practice that long. Okay, I want to tell you one more thing here before I get off this stage. I got something else to do. I was going to tell you something about when I was growing up, how my mama, I keep dropping stuff. Does that come when you get older? I know you go in a room and you forget what you're there after, right, all the time. Okay, when I was growing up, my mama used to economize. And my favorite shampoo when I was little was Holiday Inn. And I had an aunt, one time we wanted to see her and Uncle Nabob, you know Aunt Ambrosia, was out at her house and I was in the guest room and she had a set of towels in there that had the HJ on them. And I looked around and I thought, there ain't nobody here named HJ. So I went in and I said, Aunt Ambrosia, where'd you get them towels? They got HJ on them. She said, oh, your Uncle Nabob and I went to vacation last year and we got them at Howard Johson. And I said, Aunt Ambrosia, that's Stevie. She said, oh no honey, that's making memories. She said, if it's not bolted down, it's not Stevie. And then she said, but you know, Uncle Nabob got some explaining to do about that television in the living room. Anyway, that's what's going on down there. I thank you for your help. I guess you can sit down. You will. Thank you. We are here tonight to honor a famous man, Crain. Oh yeah, he's very talented. We was at a party one time, and he was one of the guests there, and you know, he can play on the guitar, he can play on the piano, he can play on the fiddle. I don't know, he played on a lot of stuff that night, but he was entertaining us all evening. Then it got time to go eat dinner. And they called us into the supper table, and I heard somebody say, Brother Carl, will you just go ahead and play us some music while we eat to entertain us? Brother Carl stood up, put that guitar down, and he said, you know what? I can play on the guitar. I can play on the fiddle. I can play on the piano. But I cannot and will not play on an empty stomach. So he went there, and that's about how he is. And he tips according to the waiter, I'll tell you, I've been there. Carl is just a little forgetful sometimes. What? Just the other day I was driving down the road and I was just looking upon this man standing there with this pitiful look on his face, and it was Carl. And he had him a bridle in his hand. I pulled over, I had to check on him. He looked bad. I said, Brother Carl, what's wrong? He said, well, I got this bridle and I don't know if I found a bridle or lost my horse. He was in bad shape that day. Now he's, let me tell you, Carl's a fine young feller. He might be a little too good looking for his height. That's a fact, we know that. But he's a true southern gentleman, ladies. He will kiss, well, how do you do that? When he reaches for your hand, it's his own hand he kisses. Somehow in the middle of it you realize you didn't get kissed, he kissed his own hand. That's a fact, I've seen it happen. I've had it happen. He has a beautiful wife. She's got to be here. Pretty Miss Helen back in the corner. I know we all know Miss Helen. And she is sweet. Now she does have an hourglass figure. And she makes every second count. I know. I've seen her. Carl loves to sing, and he sings pretty songs. Just ask him. How many years now is it, Brother Carl, that you've been singing with your lovely wife?
63.
63 years. I haven't even lived that long. He was singing probably when my mama was giving birth to me. I bet he was. He's been blessing folks for years with his singing. Yet they're famous, almost famous, but not quite plumb. Just near. You'll be famous when you see the Father. You know that? You will. In honor of his 86th birthday, I wrote him up a song. And I'm going to sing it for you. Will you play the music? And I got to tell you, I forgot the words. I had to rewrite it in the bathroom in about 3 minutes. I need somebody to play these. And every time I tell you to ring it, ring it. Just tell him where to stand. another year has come and gone, and I can't help but wonder how he ever stays so young. He'll be there with bells on. He'll be there with bells on. Just tell him where the singing is and turn his music on. He'll be there with bells on. Here's a lot of time. Is that dancing, Brother Bobby? Sorry. I said he's traveling there with bells on. Gotta sing it again. His birthday's here again, another year has come and gone, and I can't help but wonder how he ever stays so young. He'll be there with bells on. Sing it. He'll be there with bells on. Just tell him where the singing is and turn his music on. He'll be there with bells on again. He'll be there with bells on. He'll be there with bells on. Just tell him where the singing is and turn his music on. He'll be there with bells on. With bells on. I won't be worn out. He'll be there. I won't be with bells on. Just tell him where the music is and turn his music on. I tell him he'll be there with bells on. He'll be there with bells on. Oh my goodness. I brought you a present, Brother Carl. Come here, that's the last thing I'm doing. I don't know what it is. It came in the mail. Take it. Brought you a hat. Thank y'all very much.
Peggy, you did great. Peggy's been to that operation too, so she's been in the hospital and out and
From my heart to my foot to my throat.
down in her throat. So, you can tell that. But you know better. She's a character. But now listen, Helen and I have been singing for 63 years.